you feel about your opponent in the bowl?
I'm pretty pumped about it. I got phone calls like my second cousin or something like that goes to Notre Dame, so I'm sure there'll be some family, bickering over the holidays. So I'm excited. It's a big time game. There's a lot of history with this game, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
What do you know about the history, I guess?
I mean, Catholics versus convicts. I mean, that's about it. And I watched the U documentary, so it's gonna be fun to to get out there and have our little legacy of it. But it is what it is.
With all the emotions that have been going on around here in the last couple of weeks, is this at least something that will focus the team and get you guys concentrated on going out the right way?
I'm sure it'll help. Coach Stalin, he talked to us. He said, he's been through this twice. He said he's been through it one way where it was terrible, everyone was miserable, just had no fun. And he did another way where everyone banded together and had a great time. And that's what we have to do. We have to band together, have a great time, focus on this. Can't focus on outside things. Just focus on this game, and we'll have a great time and get a good win.
How important is this game for next season, knowing it's a really big national, a lot of eyes are on this game?
I mean, I'm sure it's a big game, but right now we're just focused on this. We're focused on this season, focused on this team, focused on sending the seniors out on a good note.
Any thoughts on your position coach as the head coach? You guys cracking any jokes at him or anything like that? Or?
He's been so calm lately. It's fun. I was getting back in football today, but he's done a fantastic job. He's making sure everyone's getting their study grooves and everything. He's done a great job.
What would you tell the rest of the guys that don't know him as well? What do they need to know about Coach Stoutland?
Just do what he says and you'll be all right. That's basic. But if you follow what he says, because he's been around a long time, he just knows what he's doing. Been through this process a couple times, and if you do what he says, you're gonna be all right.
Have you ever been to El Paso, Texas?
No, I've only been to Texas one time.
What have you heard about El Paso?
It's close to Juarez, Mexico, which is not a very nice place to be. But other than that, I hear it's a great place.
You're not going to take the trolley across
No,
for an afternoon?
I want to stay away from Juarez, Mexico.
How do you feel? The coach said that these practices coming up are going to be like open competition. How do you?
Well, that's bowl practice. I've been here 4 years now. That's how we've always done it. It's kind of like spring ball, 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3. Trying to get these young guys more reps because they haven't been able to practice, get as much attention during the season. And now it's like their chance to kind of show off they've learned and been able to do and attributes they've gained over the season. So it's a fun time.
Tyler, did you get a note, a postcard maybe from Randy Shannon?
Yes, ma'am. It was addressed to me personally and it was real nice.
What was it?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
What was the gist of what he said?
I mean, it's kind of a personal thing. I'm sure I just give it to myself. That's all right.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this: How did it make you feel though when you
It
read
made me
it?
feel great. It was great to know that that's what he thought of me, and it was real nice of him.
Had you talked to him
I
since?
haven't talked to him, no, sir.
Okay.
Well, the scout teams have really been a stud.
Corey White's done a fantastic job. He's done a great job on over there, and Malcolm Bunch has gotten a lot better. Shane, all those guys have gotten a lot better. You see it as we do individual drills over the season, how much better they've gotten.
Do you have a sense yet for next year how good this offensive line can be? I mean, you lose a couple people, but
I mean, we can be, as good as we want to be. It comes down to the work we put in the off season. We can say, oh, we've done this season. The next year we could be terrible. It all comes down to this next off season. That's when they win championships. They tell you that all the time, but it's going to come down to the work we put in this off season.
Tyler, as a guy that's coming back here next year, is it hard not to at least keep an eye out on what's happening with the coaching situation and the names that are being bandied about and that sort of thing?
I mean, I've been hearing names tossed around, and Mom was texting me like, "Oh, is so and so?" I'm like, "I don't know. I have no idea. When I find out, I'll let you know, Mom." But it's just one of those things where I really have no idea what's going on.
when that John Gruden thing swept through you guys, I mean, what were players saying about that?
Well, we're only players. Is my friends texting me. He's like, "Oh, is John going to come to University of Miami?" And I was like, "I don't know." like as soon as I find out, I mean, that's when y'all will find out. So I mean, that's why I've been focused on football. Finish up the school. I graduated in December, so I'm trying to finish up my classes all right. And that's what everyone's pretty much been doing. That's what Coach Stallin's been doing a good job of keeping everyone focused on their academics. Finish up the school year strong. So.
You graduate now, coming up?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks? When's the ceremony? Or when do you walk?
December 16th.
December 6th. What are you getting your degree in?
Business management.
How many guys, do you know? Or
I think there's a lot of guys actually. I'm not sure. I know I think Josh Holmes. Or I'm not sure. I think Orlando might be. There's some other guys too. I'm just not sure.
Is Brandon graduating early? Harris?
I don't know.
No.
Could I tell you?
Okay.
What does that mean to you, though, to be on the cusp of getting your degree? And I mean, we think about football a lot, but to accomplish that.
I mean, like after football, I'm not really looking forward to becoming a real person. Like having to get a job or whatever my future holds for me. But it feels good sense of accomplishment. I'm the first one. I guess I'm the first of the grandchildren to get my degree, and so.
What kind of, I guess, profession? I mean, looking at it, business is pretty broad.
I'm not sure yet. We'll see when I cross that path.
You ever want to do what we do?
Nah, I don't have the patience to do what y'all do.
Good answer.
Patience?
Just say no period.
But, going back to the coaching thing again, just how anxious are you guys to know who it's going to be? And
I mean, tell you the truth, right now I'm just focused on this game. I haven't really paid any attention to it all. When they make the decision, Kirby, Mr. Hoka promised us that we'd be the first to know. He would call me and let us know. So when that happens, that's when we'll find out, and that's when y'all will find out.
Ryan said that when Coach Stoutland screams, he's kind of like DMX rapping. Is there any chance that Coach Stoutland has any idea who DMX is?
I don't know. I remember one time someone made like a rap reference in the O-line room, and he knew what it was. It was like an old school thing. I couldn't tell you what it was. It was a couple years ago, but so I don't know. You never know what some of these coaches know.
What do you think the number one thing in his iPod is?
Either Bruce Springsteen or Frank Sinatra.
I like him.
I remember asked Shula or GA a couple years ago. I asked him what was in Coach Stoutland's, like what he plays in his car, and that's it. Because Coach Stoutland's a New York guy, right across from Jersey, blue collar type deal.
Hey, Tyler, what kind of personality coach do you think would fit this team best? Like a fired up guy? You know what I'm saying? Like a nice guy? No.
For next year?
What kind of head coach personality would fit this team pretty well, do you think? Like what type of guy would do real well with this group of guys?
I mean, we're a very impressionable group. Well, if we can trust the guy, then we'll follow him. Like I said, we're easily molded, and we're going to take the identity, that we want to take, and that we put in this off season. And the coach will definitely have a very high influence, but we kind of have a culture down here that we're already used to. And so, if who knows what's going to happen? We're kind of I'll answer that question. But we feel comfortable with ourselves. We know who we have now with us, our players. Guys are coming back, and I got Brandon Washington, I got Harlan, got Brandon Linder. Those are the guys I have with me over the next season. So right now, I'm focused on getting better with those guys.
real quick on Coach Stoutland.
Mhm.
Can you talk a little bit about the kind of his energy? I mean, he seems pretty energetic with us.
He's a big time effort guy. That's what he wants. He wants to go out there and give it your all. He accepts nothing less, and he'll let you know in the film room if you're not giving effort. But he's also an X and O's guy. He knows so much football. He teaches us everything. He teaches us from defenses, blitzes, coverages, like what to look at for, and how the defenses are moving. So he's really helped me this season. And obviously, being my first year, like actually playing, he really helped me a lot. Getting acclimated to the game and learning how to play at that speed.
How much were you guys, you personally and some of the other guys, aware of what he went through as far as his heart surgery and everything?
I remember I found out, I guess the next day, the day after he went to the doctor. So I think it was like a Friday, and Alan Bailey texted me. He's like, "Hey, Coach Stout had heart surgery," and I was like, "What?" And so finally, it's frantic, and we're all texting each other like, "What's going on?" And finally, I got a hold of I think it was Boomer, and he told me what happened. So then me, Orlando Fig, Brandon Washington, Dwayne Johnson, I can't remember who else. We all went up there to the hospital scene. He was in the hospital bed, and of course he was trying to overdo everything he's not supposed to do. Trying to set the record. He had this little thing he had to blow and just make show how strong his lungs were.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to set the new record every time, so. It was just a typical Coach Stoutland. But after seeing that, it was just kind of like the art opener. It's like, wow, everyone kind of is permanent. It can be hurt. It's just weird. It's just weird seeing your coach like that. But he came back. He promised us, at the heart of an 18-year-old, so y'all better be ready come camp. It's like, oh, great, here we go. And so, but it's been great to have him back, and I really appreciate everything he's done for me.
Is it same intensity from him?
Oh, yeah,
you guys
absolutely.
this year?
Absolutely. He hadn't skipped a beat.
Is there a time that you've kind of seen him be low key at all, whether on a trip or?
You know, it is like, he talked about his doctor having kind of like a Miami swagger. Like, he knew he was the best. He walked in there and was like, "I'm gonna fix your heart, and it's gonna be better than some of the kids you coach." And so like he said he has the heart of an 18-year-old right now. He has he's never felt this much energy, and so you could definitely see it this season.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Appreciate the time.
Tyler.